Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello Libra, welcome to my YouTube channel, and thank you for coming to watch these videos and subscribing, likes and shares and commenting on these videos. So I do appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I take this opportunity now to invite you to do that, and or leave a like or a comment, and if this resonates with you and you like what I do, that would be cool. So the other thing is, this is for Libra Sun Moon Rising. I think I've already mentioned that. So if you don't know what your other signs are, then there is the link in the description box below that will take you to a website that has a free calculator on it, and it will work it out for you. And now I'm going to add on to that. Following on from that is, I do encourage checking out what your other signs are. It just helps give you an overall view and maybe a little bit more confirmation and clarity as to what this read may be for you. So this may be, like I say, you may be watching for your Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign like right now for you. So anyway, welcome again for everyone. So I feel like I keep repeating myself, and there's something I want to keep repeating myself. So there's something that maybe Spirit Alert or something keeps repeating itself with you and coming up. So it's like, okay, it's time to take action, time to make a move in some sort of way to maybe just instigate something, instigate the energy to start clicking and putting it out there even more. So rather than just thinking about it, there's something that's actually moving. It's been moving for a while, I'm hearing Spirit talk say, but it's like now it's like, okay, I need to take it. I want to take some physical steps and physical action, and like doing a bit like as in could be research, and asking more questions on a deeper level, or whatever, if that is for you, coming through. So yeah, okay, where are they going? But just taking a moment. So I feel like there's something about taking a moment, taking a breath, taking a breath, taking a moment. So you may have, we'll see what goes. We'll see what's coming up, because it's just gone all quiet now. Okay, so see what comes up. Yeah, it's nice and quiet now. So there's something about being nice and quiet. You may be like just finding a nice quiet space, because I just feel like I'm looking around and there's something maybe like it may be unusual for things to be quiet for some of you. But it's like this is like getting you ready for something else. I'm hearing here. Okay. Excuse me. There's something coming up. Now we're going to be doing a mind, body, soul, spirit, soul flow here again. But I'm using these Dragon Fae cards. I'm just going to pull one out there because it feels more right to pull these out this time. I generally like take cards like from shuffling them and they fall out. But something is shifting. And like something is shifting with all of us in some way, in the way that we're working, and there is a blend of this and a blend of that. So something else, bringing a blend of something else together. So just rolling with it was what I'm hearing. So where are we going? Okay, Palinor and the Lady is the first card up here with you. A bittersweet farewell. So something is shifting, is moving, and it may be with the way that you're thinking and about things. So. And I feel like there's about 3 or 4 things going on for some of you, and it's some of them in like the different degrees and and variances as to what they are around you. But it just there's something about relationships as well, and how you see the human race and humanity in yourself, and how you fit into that as well. So yeah, there's kind of been there's a little bit there. So there's something to do with maybe like there is something for some of yous, like say in the workplace, and maybe in your family, but also I don't know whether a community thing, that something that is there, but it may be just not fitting right for you, and it's like you may be feeling like you've outgrown that space, so it's just not working for you. So, and I'm hearing the word outgrown. and or you're moving on, and you've just been getting signs and symbols about, you know, doing something different or trying something new, adding something and expanding somewhere or somehow in some way or form. And it's maybe, you know, and this is where I'm hearing it may be a little bit emotional for some of you, and some of you it's not so emotional. It's really more just about timing, and with a few issues is in like making sure that it's going to be not just financially viable, but but that is a part of it on saying that, but it's not, you know, what I'm hearing, not just about financially viable, but that is one part of it, but it's like, I feel like some of you may be looking at going into some sort of a brand new career to what you're doing, something totally opposite, or building a business, and it could be within a partnership, or it could be within just going out on your own for some of you, and it may be that you are linking, there's something linking together, and it's maybe not, it's just not linking and connecting, and meshing right now, in that sense, connecting right now. But some of it in some ways is connecting because it feels like more right to start to investigate or put more energy into it, or to actually get some sort of a plan put together, and it may be very loose, it may be quite tight, whatever it is, which stage you're at with it. For you all, obviously there's different stages for all of you where you're at, but this is on this it's like getting your head around with things. So this one here, then we got the Guardians, and the next card in this on the physical side of things. And the Guardians here talks about fly high, okay? So there's something on a physical level, but not just on a physical level, but it could be, like literally flying high and taking that leap of faith, okay? And the leap of faith is in like making a decision, in a sense, not just within your mind, but now it's like, yep, it's like taking a step, like physically taking action, basically. And then this one here in the spiritual, the spiritual card is Lady Luna's magic. So synchronize with lunar time. Synchronize with lunar time and energy, which is really interesting. So this really is like going with the flow, is what I'm hearing with it, and allowing yourself like to basically go with the flow. So this one here is like I kind of feel like on the way the thinking, the communication sort of side of things is like there's something like, settling there with you, or unsettling with you, depending on where you are. And it's like, I feel like you've settled, or you've realized actually this is, I need to take the next step, okay? The next step, and it's like on a spiritual level as well. And it's like opening up, and you really like opening yourself up to this new beginning, or this new time, and and allowing yourself to go with the flow of things on another level, like literally on another level, or in another way of thinking, and on a soul level, because it's leading to the sovereign here on a gentle power. So it's like sometimes we don't always need to like rush things, go gung-ho. This is like I'm just feeling this gentle energy, like just like being in your power, knowing that actually that you are on the right path to where you need to be going, okay, and that sort of thing. And just like this is a soul energy that I'm feeling here, is that there's been there before, like there's there's been in that calm space, not allowing anything to get in the way, okay. And because this one here with the first card here on the mind here is number 26. So when I'm hearing that with that, it's like 2 is about relationships, and it's about that relationship with ourselves and also with others, and how we perceive them, and how we communicate with others, and also ourselves. Where they're going with that, I usually explain that something different, but there's something different. There's a change in the way that you view that. And on a humanitarian level too, it's like something shifts within the way that you see people, see yourself, and how you communicate and, you know, with people, how you in your power. This is about also being in your power and communicating with you on a humanitarian level. So I'm just getting humanitarian level, okay, or humanitarian, like, because I'm hearing, like, you know, what goes on and around the world as well. Wow. Like there's a bigger picture, and it's like I just feel like there's maybe something that's going on in your head, and how can I serve myself as well, you know, well within this world, but also be able to help others at the same time. Okay, some of you will get that and some of you won't. Some of you will be more on the other, you know, something slightly different. But anyway, those of you who will get that will know what they're talking about. So then flying high, which is number, I think, well, I just have to get my glasses on, excuse me, number 40. So here, this is like, you know, grounding. There's a different way. So, you know, flying high, but, you know, being grounded at the same time. So there's a new beginning. It goes to the zero there. So there's a leap of faith, but a leap of faith in the sense that you are more knowing now that actually I'm more ready for this, in that sense, with the guardians and fly high. So this is absolutely beautiful there, because, you know, there she is sitting on that dragon, and there's dragonflies flying in the distance there. But still knowing that, you know, it's time to make a move, basically. And then the Luna's one is number 32, which is about balancing again. So there's something on a spiritual level, so balancing relationships, your relationship with yourself and with others as well, and how they see the spiritual side with you and yourself, as well as, you know, as others with you and so forth. This is kind of like feeling a little bit disjointed, so there may be something disjointed about that, in the sense like the path that maybe that you're going to choose to go on. It's like you're listening to your intuition, and it's kind of you're listening to your intuition, and it's like, okay, I'm feeling like this is where I need to go, and as well as on a soul level as well. But it's like I feel quite comfortable about this, and I'm just gonna take my time and see how that, and go with the flow and see how it flows. Basically, is what I'm hearing for that. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Right. Okay. That was like really intense. So there may be something intense going on for some of you that are going there. So here's the star on the thought. So it's thinking and, you know, putting out for the best, because the star is, you know, about shining your light as bright as you can as well. So even though with these thoughts of optimism, you know, being hope and that, so the star of hope is what I'm hearing here. And shining, you know, it's shining, and I feel like you're following. Some of you are more allowing that energy and following that star and shining your light bright as well. So it's about thinking about that as well. I'm hearing, you know, like there's a balancing of the emotions, and here, gosh, we have the strength card here on the physical side. Yes, you do have the strength to move forward with whatever it is that you're doing. Oh my God. Then we got the moon card that's fallen out here as well. So it's following your intuition, or I think we just talked about that, following your intuition on that spiritual level. So there is something really amazing that's really happening, like as you make more decisions about, and, you know, be more in your space. Oh my God, the world, Libra. Yeah. The world. So it's making more sense now, flying high. So that whatever it is doing is maybe, you know, kind of outside of the realms of what you would normally do. So it is taking, basically, that, having faith in that, and whatever it is that you're farewelling there, is like maybe somebody said something to you, whether this is a relationship for some of you, and like as a love relationship that you are moving from, or a job that, or a career, that you are moving from, whatever that is, that something is coming up. It's like something is moving really nicely for. Then you have here the Queen of Pentacles. So whatever it is, it's like, this is the, you know, the Queen is here. She's very grounded. in the mind. So it's like not letting like money get in the way of what you're thinking. You know, it maybe on your mind is, how is this going to like pay its way, or am I going to be able to be financially stable? But the Queen, she's very grounded, even though she's got, you know, and she's very, I'm hearing the word calculated, as in she's like in working or planning her movements as to where she's wanting to go. And, you know, she creates, what am I hearing? Creating a good foundation. And she's created a good foundation, but this is like creating as well. That maybe some of you have been there before. There's maybe an element of Pentacles within you. Pentacles, Pentacles. An earth sign within is with you as well. But she is about, you know, but this is also about energy as well, and physical well-being. So I just kind of hear like this, but on you know, thinking about things, it's like this is about staying grounded, but and knowing that, you know, this is because it's about, you know, success in business as well, you know, the Pentacles and career. So I feel like this is telling you, whether you're a male or a female energy, that there's, you know, to like think that, project that out, and that's your intention. That will be okay. So it's not going, you know, thinking the worst of things, thinking the best of things, because I feel like she's showing you and letting you know that this, whatever you're thinking about doing, is going to be successful. But however, I am also, you know, she's also saying about, you know, she's there about being grounded. Okay, I'm going to take those because they got stuck. So here's the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is in a way about satisfaction, you know, emotionally, but physically as well. It's come into the physical card. So something, you know, moving towards that way is going to be emotionally satisfying, because there's happy families with this Ten of Cups here. Everything's like, you know, panning out quite well. And then we have the Three of Cups. So there's some sort of celebration on a spiritual level. Gosh. Yeah, so there's three of you celebrating, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't necessarily need to be three, but there is a celebration. And then the sun. So the sun is there. So it's just, I feel like the sun is, you know, like the sun is saying it's coming out. And it's like following, you know, follow the sun. Okay, because the sunflowers, I'm also hearing, you know, there's something, yeah, on a soul level. It's like whatever you're doing, it's like you are listening to it. Pentacles here, so that maybe that you're thinking, okay, I need to learn something new. Okay, because the Eight of Pentacles is about learning new skills, basically, in order to enhance the probability of success in some way financially. So you probably, you know, will need to, maybe you learn some new skills in some way or form, with where you've chosen to go. On saying that, there is, you know, usually where we go, there is there is, you know, we're learning new things anyhow. But I feel like this is more not necessarily study, but it may be, for some of you, so it will be study to upskill yourself in some way or form. It may be learning a new modality. It may be a modality within that, or maybe, okay, what I'm hearing, like being a postgraduate course, that could be that. It could be, you know, like I say, learning a new modality if you're in, you know, and doing something like what I'm doing in the spiritual realm. It could, you know, like Reiki or something. And it could be something that's more hands-on, that it may be that you're learning a new tool, could be how to use, you know, I'm hearing MYOB, in order to get to where you need to be getting to, you know, to enhance the probability and of, you know, of success, is what I'm hearing, and achievement, basically. To be prosperous, because then we have like this card here, the Four of Swords. So there's something about also remembering about self-care, like time to rest, and not just convalesce, but time to rest as well. putting, factoring that in your regime, and taking some time out to just remember that you've got to take some time out. Okay, then okay, there we go there. And then we have the Three of Wands here, where on the spiritual level, where there's something, that's something is coming, something is happening. It's like not so much where to now. It's like now I've achieved these steps, and it's like looking out into the horizon and out into the mountains as to where, because in the distance there is like it's not quite there yet, but something is, that's in the distance. Okay, but you're taking action, and you're taking the next steps that you need to take, or that's the goal out there basically. And it's like now, okay, what steps do I need to take now as far as to get to that place, that point, which is pretty cool. See what they got on a soul level now. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. Okay, whoa, here we go. Oh, okay, the Eight of Wands. So I feel like Spirit is talking about this is now, because the Eight of Wands is a now card. In action, taking action again. So on a soul level, I feel like there's something like you're knowing. Some of you may be knowing that you need to make a move now, and some of you are maybe resisting that kind of knowing, but it's like in kind of knowing that there's something out there. But this week, I feel like in these next couple of weeks, because this is like for more of a mid-February reading, but you may have been feeling this, may have started in the beginning of February 2021. So this may be helping you to clarify a few more things about what these next couple of weeks are going to bring forth to you. And it may be more information, it may be more steps and more clarity and more steps to take. What is your next step? But I feel like this, for some of you, or a good portion of you, is helping to maybe clarify some things that that have been coming to you in your dream state, in your visions, in your just that inner knowing, but something that maybe you've been planning for and putting out there for in this near future, and also in the distant future. But this is kind of like, this is beautiful. Very good movement. I just feel like I want to clarify a little bit more. They're just showing me the link in the line between this, here about the farewell. It's just like having strength there, and there's a celebration, and it's time now. Wow. Time now to make a move, basically. Make a move. And it may be, make a move. And then they're drawing me to this one diagonally here as well. For the sovereign is like that gentle, the bit listening to your intuition. Gentle power, but listening to your intuition, because I feel like, and because that's what it, when we're listening, it can bring about, like this Ten of Cups here is just like that joy, that happiness, and things start to come together. And not just, with family-wise as well, yes, but it's like everything starts to come together because there's an abundance of joy. And so it's like, in a way, a reward in a way, but there's a transition, because the Ten of Pentacles is generally, for like rewards for me. But this is like, I'm hearing reward as well, a reward in the sense that, you've overcome, you've taken the steps, and you're starting to see, or you do see things come together more, and there's more of a union or coming together in the like a happiness, family happiness stage and joy, basically. Wow, that's really interesting. We'll see what comes. See what's coming up next. I feel like I need to go to these ones, so we'll just pull a few cards from here, and just to see where that goes. How to clarify a few things maybe. Okay. Oh God, there's a whole lot there, but we'll just see what is coming through. So justice. There's some of you, there may be a sense of justice that's coming through. There, the Nine of Cups. There's something that is coming to an end or a rebirth there. completion, an end, and you know, like there's literally a, you know, she's ready to give birth there, moving into the 10, which is that transition. So emotionally wise, it may be that you're working through something, but there's that sense of justice and you know, balancing the scales of justice there. On a physical level, there's something ready to move and transition, which is interesting. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles on a spiritual level. So whatever ideas that you've been getting, maybe getting some prompts from spirit, or intuitively, that's, you know, some guidance, some signs, you could say. On the 3 of Cups here, there's that celebration again. On the soul level, there's something moving. The 8 of Cups is like, yes, you're leaving a lot of these spiritual. For some of you, will be spiritual, not just spiritual, so emotional. Okay, I'm hearing emotional stuff behind, but also on it could be something on a spiritual level as well that maybe you are leaving behind as well and moving forward. The King of Cups, it's like being more in touch with your emotions, and knowing actually, you know, the reason why they have been there, understanding that. But you're walking your walk, you're just walking, and you're doing it, and it's like you're doing whatever it is that you need to do for you. On an emotional level, it's like you're in charge of now. You're more in charge. You become more in charge, because there's the 8 of Cups there. You're moving forward. You're moving, and even though there is that stuff that you're leaving behind, what was there, there's still a little bit of stuff in the distance there, but it's like the gist of it is sorted, and it's not stopping you from moving forward in your life. And then the King of Cups is, to me, is like being more in touch with his emotions, knows how like to balance them, when to move, when not to move, and you know, and being more aware in his consciousness about what is going on around him. So therefore there is a lot more balance in being able to like work with it and, you know, sort it out as well. Then we have on a spiritual level here, the Empress has come through with some new beginnings, a new birth in some way of some new learnings. Then we have the Queen of Cups as well on the soul level. So she's come through as well, and she's, you know, learned from, you know, how to adjust and move and work with her emotions as well, like the King, but in a feminine way. And then there's maybe there's the masculine energy that's within you if you're a female energy, and maybe some of this, if you're a masculine energy, you could be the King there or the Queen. But there may be, you know, on a masculine side of things, on the physical level, that maybe that you, if you're a female, like meaning to like take some, balance those emotions and be more in charge of what it is, and empower of your emotions and figuring out what's going on. Is this my stuff? Is it somebody else's? But not only that, it's like not going into, are you buying into like that self-pity side of things? So be more, and that's starting to shift. Maybe you realize that or recognize that, and or am I taking this personally? So there's that sense of not taking things personally, being more knowing about what is actually going on, as well as with the Queen of Cups is coming in there. So that's really nice, that there is more of a sense of, you know, moving, looking, being in that power. And like, I'm just noticing the bowl that she's holding there, okay, with the water in it, and she's sitting on the rocks. So for me, I want to like wash and bathe that and clear and cleanse myself in that energy. So some of you may, you know, may resonate with that, but yeah. So because I'm hearing like, you know, like she's wearing her emotions on his sleeve and that side of thing. So this is where they're talking about being more, and maybe you're recognizing that now, and it's like, oh, I get that now, and maybe I am, you know, maybe I am. So therefore you can shift things. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave that now there now for you, Libra. And with lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy. I hope that makes sense. There's a little bit, you know, maybe with what is going on with your note right now and what you sense might be coming up. So anyway, God bless you, and we'll see you next month. Bye for now.